I love sending Kym pictures because she gets irritated. Whatever irritates Kym, I like to do.
Funny mama.
So now that was like I had
like a son. Too funny mama.
Hey everybody, it's your girl Sherri Shepherd. Do that shit. Just one time, because I know that my voice does not sound like her. But anyway, it's your girl B-Phlat, and I'm filling in for Sherri and Kym, and I got a co-host tonight, my girl Yamaneika Saunders. I know y'all see her down there in the corner. We're going to turn this shit out tonight. We're going to have fun because Kym and Sherri are here. So I'm showing my real teeth, my black gums from smoking, and I'm having fun. And my girl Yami, I just want y'all to know before I even get started, I thank Kym and Sherri all the time for even letting me do this and allowing me to bring my girl Yami or whoever I would want to co-host with me. And of course, you know, we got to have white boy Chris in the house. So y'all give a shout out to Chris. Show some love for Yamaneika Saunders. This girl is amazing. I met her years ago when we were performing on Comedy Central's This Is Not Happening. And I was like, who the fuck is that with that blue ass hair? And I was like, that's a bad bitch right there. And we were the only two black people or black women that got to tape that season. So obviously they saw something in us. But enough about me. Y'all know who it is. Your girl B-Phlat with the 2 hits to the neck. Chris told me that the rags are coming out soon. I already saw the prototype. But I want y'all to holler at my girl Yami. Tell them something about you, Yami.
Well, number one, I took an edible. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. But I'm starting to feel it kick in. I'm at the point where in about 5 minutes, I'm going to mistake the fact that I'm here for actually opening up for Beyonce at Coachella.
How the hell you going to do that?
I like where this is.
That white boy weed. That white boy weed is different.
That's true. That's the shit that make you hallucinate.
Yeah.
You right.
You know,
so
because white people don't have nothing to do.
And if you looked at me with a side eye, you might think I'm Beyonce on my baby hair side. Look.
Keep going.
You definitely could be Beyonce, or you could be somebody in their crew, because you know Beyonce, they keep their whole crew light skinned except for Kelly. So
true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying? You better be light skinned, honey. No, I'm just saying, because you know you don't play with Beyonce, honey, because her entire crew will come in here like a swarm of wasps, honey, buzzing and busy.
When they perform, they have on them tights, like them pledge color. You know, like when you pledging. I know about them pledge tights, because all them little bodysuits and stuff her whole crew be wearing. You got to be light skinned to wear them so you don't look dusty. They already be looking ashy. Just imagine if it was a dark sister up there with them dusty. They don't make pledge stockings like that in a dusty brown.
Well,
they make them in that ugly nude color. Sometimes they don't.
Also, they don't need brown girls don't need pantyhose. We don't need pantyhose.
You right. You right. Light skinned girls do need pantyhose.
You can't see on brown girls and dark girls. You can't see the jiggle, jaggle, jiggle. You can't see the varicose veins lines. You can only see.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? The bit bop and the back.
What's that underneath the booty? The booty line. You know where it be like crusty, where the underwear meet the booty cheek.
I
think see that on the black girls.
We definitely need to get. We need to get a whole other topic going here already, because I know people signing in like, what the hell is this? These bitches talking about pantyhose and dark skin, light skin beef. We ain't been here a minute. We done already started dark skin, light skin beef.
Robbie, you the one said the edible you ate made you feel like you was at Coachella, and I look like Beyonce on my baby hair side.
This is the packaging of what now. In about 10 minutes, me and this cat gonna look the same. Okay.
Right.
B, break it down for the audio folks. How would you describe that packaging that Yamaneika's rocking?
First of all, I thought that was like the Starry Night scary painting. That's what it looked like. Oh, but girl, that's how I look in the morning before I have my coffee. Yamaneika, that's how you look right now. Next day I got a 6'9" white woman that lives in me. And she comes out in the morning and look like that when I don't have no coffee.
Could you imagine the cops stop you and ask you what's wrong with you? You try to tell the cop, oh, ain't nothing wrong with us, sir. We doing just fine. We looking for a Starbucks.
I'd be like, no, you tell them I'm on my way to the hospital. COVID hit me.
What? This is after they did the crate challenge. Like, no, why did I do that?
No, after the hospital sent them home with an oxygen machine. We ain't got nothing for you but some oxygen.
Yo, I was telling somebody, I said, yo, one of my cats got COVID, right? Or they think he got COVID. But you know, to take care of these cats is expensive because one of them had dental surgery. It cost me $5,000. And I said, listen, I could have kicked teeth out for free. But I said, they not going to get me with this COVID. So I decided not to take him to the hospital. I just took the straw and I taped it to his chest and I made that his ventilator.
No, wait a minute. You got to go back to the $5,000 teeth or what? Dental surgery? Yeah. Oh, see, you know how I feel about cats. You know what I mean? I love animals. I'm not going to have any, and that's why I'm debating whether or not I'm going to come and stay with you next weekend.
You can stay with me. You know, I'm clean.
Everybody say that they got cats, and then I leave there with the hair all on my hair. And, you know, I don't like stray cats. Me and cats don't get along.
Well, they not stray. First of all, they not stray. I mean,
I'm just saying I have a thing about cats in the house.
They came from a reputable home. They not in foster care. And what we like to do around here is I collect the hair, and you know how you always doing all that DIY stuff.
Because once you said that, I know I'm not staying when you said you collect the fucking hair.
I collect the hair because it's not there. I collect it. It's not there.
And do what with it?
I've made rugs out of it. I've made hair pieces.
I'm going to have to feature you on my DIY show. I want to see a cat hair rug.
Oh, yeah. All you have to do is you collect the hair because they have a fur bee. So I brush them down. I get a collection of fur. I dip it in a solution to solidify it, and then I color it, and then we just make art in the house.
And ain't no fleas jumping off the shit?
Girl, now you know if I was that last 5 minutes of what I said was completely edible, honey. I ain't putting no fur together.
It had to be, bitch, because I was about to say, you like other people I know better get some love in your life if a motherfucker cat collecting cat hair. I was about to say, please don't let me see you on Hoarders.
Her couch is too clean for that to be true.
And I know that's one thing. Nice. Her house is her apartment is really nice. I love it. It's so fly. You see her wallpaper in the back. It's tight.
I know. I had this done by my good friend Danny Cohen came in here and he designed everything. But like people said, it's time for me to make a change in terms. I love pink is my favorite color. But if I'm going to open my home up to a man and love and good energy, I gotta, kind of like not make this such a bachelorette apartment.
How about you live there, and if they're coming into your world, hopefully when y'all collide, y'all be able to get something together.
Oh, sure.
Or, you might be moving into his space, but only look at it in terms of if he's moving in.
No, I'm not having nobody move in, but I like him to enjoy the visuals when he comes in here. I'm not doing that move-in stuff anymore. I did that before.
He's not over there to look at your wallpaper, Yamaneika. He is not like, if I'm gonna be coming over here chilling with Yami, I don't want to see this pink wallpaper while we, excuse my French.
Well, we're gonna be doing other things. We're gonna be, like I like to talk. I like to sit on the couch and talk and look out my window. I mean, just like the feel of it.
Yes.
Young. It feels very little girlish.
And it feels you live there. Don't be making your space for somebody else that don't live there.
B.
I'm not making it all for him. I'm just saying,
okay.
I'm making some tweaks. This is Yamaneika who was like, oh, I'm fun. I'm a bachelorette. I just moved into this place. Now I've been here like 5 years. I'm like, yeah, listen.
And you still, Yamaneika, a bachelorette, and da-da-da-da-da. You still the same shit.
But I'm tired of everything is pink. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, well, maybe you just want a different decor for yourself. Don't be talking about when a man come over. And I don't like when women try to redo stuff for a man. Men don't go to those links for us.
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I really consider that, but I'm definitely don't do anything to adjust my life in terms of a man. Now, yeah, if I'm thinking about that, it's just like you have a different vibe and a different steez when you are relationship, queued up. It's just a different vibe. I don't want to be with some dude and doing my thing, and have all this pink and shit around. We can have some muted colors. Let's have some, mauve, some.
Got to work mauve in.
I definitely, as soon as I remember which color mauve is, but it sounds muted.
It's quite mute.
Here's the thing. The people that are watching this now are true fans of Two Funny Mamas, because if I indeed had a show that I love and both the stars of the show weren't there, I would flip you bitches off so quick. You'd wonder. I mean, like, the people that are staying here, we got to give them a show, B. We got to do some real good shit because they indeed love the show that they're here. They don't know who the fuck I am. They like, who? Who's this girl?
Bitch, they don't know me. I keep getting all these comments. They was like, oh my God, I never heard of you. Oh my God, I never heard of you. Thanks, Sherri. I thank Sherri and Kym for introducing, and then they start looking up all this shit, and they be like, "Oh my God, I see all this stuff." They should have been
doing it. They should have been doing it because let me explain something to you. You were there. Black audiences sometimes can be the worst. They go, "We don't know the black talent because you don't look for it." White people know the most raggedy, insignificant white person that's on the charts. They know. Remember the little hee-haw boy that was running around on a Walmart tour because he was singing country and western on a
country
TikTok?
And western. Yes.
She said country and western.
Boy from the ground. White people will carry their mediocre talent to #1 status. Black people, we don't love us. We don't lift up nobody or do nothing unless they got to be pleasing us at every second. We don't allow for people to, and I don't mean that in a bad way because I don't want black people who don't know me to be like, oh, she talking bad about black. This is not me being on no Candace Owen, black people don't do this, don't do that trip. But as an artist, I'm telling you, the amount of black people that go, oh, I ain't never heard of you. You so funny. How come you ain't so? It's like, before you heard of this person that you're trying to figure out why I'm not at the same megastar level as this person, you only discovered this person because white media put it in your face. You don't suss out black talent unless white media puts it in your face. I'm everywhere. I'm performing all over New York City. And I'm one of the top comics in New York City. If you don't know who I am, that's because you're not going to any of the clubs in New York City. And then we wonder like why there's certain talent of us that panders to whiter audiences because like at a certain point, cats is like, I gotta eat. I'm the only one still losing my career off of trying to stick with my people. So,
I told you yesterday, Yami, that I'm on my whiteboard sneaker money. I'm going on stage. I'm treating the stage like the white boys that wear their jeans. Yes. They wear the jeans.
There it is.
And they sneakers and they stack they dough. And I'm sick of people calling me on some, oh, can you do this? Can you do that? It's a couple hundred.
Pay for it. Pay for it.
I cannot drive nowhere outside of my house for less than 5 miles for no $500.
Right.
If it ain't around the corner, I'm on my white boy get money.
When we do check in, I will say this. Some of the most electrifying comments and spirits have been from Black people that was like, sis, yes, girl. Mm-hmm. It's nothing like it. So, you know, there's always good and bad, and we both know that. But it's like, that's why I would love more Black support. Like, I don't mind. I want support from everyone, obviously, but because when we show up, you know, there's a difference between a white lady going, oh my God, I thought you were so cute. Thank you, good night. Oh my God. And a sister going, yo, bitch, you killed that shit.
Exactly. Well, I've learned in this business, it's always us that hold us back. You know, they still calling me with these pre-COVID prices. And I'm like, this is AD. AC, after COVID, whatever, after the death. Do not be calling me on some because you did not step your game up.
Right.
I do not have to justify for you. Just like the cost of living, everybody get a cost of living increase. Or there should. The government get that out. Don't be calling me on some old 2010 prices. Right. And then be mad about why I can't come and do your show. I don't care if it's local or not. Step your game up because I'm leveling up.
I got to know, Yamaneika. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to say this quickly. You know, for us, it's two-sided too, right? Because the reason why a lot of us haven't come back is because we are consistently economically and socially disenfranchised through racism and other things of those means. So you understand why we may not be able to give the prices. What bothers me is when the people is I can help you if you're trying to build and you don't have nothing and we don't have nothing together. And as you build, I see an investment versus there will be some of us who do have the means and the money and just poor mouthing it. So that's what I don't respect versus like a cat who's like, yo, you know, we got a small budget. We just trying it. But if you can help us, we trying to build. Yeah, I'll throw you one show for that. Right. But then there's these cats that's like, yo, I'm going to use these names and I'm going to get $50,000 and all I'm going to do is I'm going to let them split $500. You know, it's like, why would you not like help them get a bigger part of the pie than know that yourself?
And that's why I told you I'm not on that. I'm not going to call it the chitlin circuit because I pick and choose what I want to do. I love all audiences, but it don't be the audience. It's the promoter. Always get their money and not give you your money.
I had a heart attack one time when we was on the road. We was doing a gig, and if he watch this, he going to know, you know. And like I said, anyway, we did this gig.
He didn't want to give you your money.
Well, his thing was he was just a bad promoter all the way around. He actually got me a second time, almost got me a second time. We did something in Michigan, but I knew when one of the comics I was doing a show with said he met this dude on the Greyhound and they had a conversation. Any conversation with anybody about money that has begun on a Greyhound is going to end up in damn disaster-ass fiasco. That's number one.
I don't blame you. I don't trust nobody on the Greyhound. Everybody on the Greyhound to me is witness protection.
You think Jay-Z doing shit on Peter Pan bus? He's not. You think Beyonce is out here on the Amtrak trying to do it in Coach? She's not. So if we not having campaign deals, and then he tried to listen to this. He tried to get a show off in the middle of nowhere in Pennsylvania, out where they were serving Scrapple. And I said, yo, this is a Wednesday night, and it ain't really nobody out here. I said, yo, you offered me about a G, you offered him about a G. I said, but I don't think you're going to be able to afford it. He said, nah. I told him, I said, listen, and at the time, you know how men are. They think women are just selling wolf tickets. So I told him, I said, listen, I'll do you like this. I don't perform, you give me half my money. That way, whatever. I said, but if I go out there and I perform, I'm going to want my bread. He was like, no,
that's right.
Blah, blah, blah. Nobody even came to the show. They had an arcade that was around the spot. People was playing arcade games, watching the show. Nobody paid. So then he tried to feed me all this food because he thought he was going to lull me into some type of food coma to forget that he owed me money. Then when that didn't work, he went into the hotel room. First of all, we stayed in a motel because if I can go outside my door to take a piss and I see the freeway right there, it's a damn tell.
It's a motel.
Then he tried to pretend he had a heart attack.
It sounds like somebody I know.
I know you know this
promoter was he from New York City?
No, he lives in Ohio.
Oh no!
But
he sounds like a cat I know in New York City.
It's a brother, an older brother. He definitely get his hustle on. And
he
then
hustling backwards.
He pretended to have a heart attack, and because he kept saying his brother was sending him a Western Union, and he didn't have the money control number right. And I kept saying that's not a money control number because at the time my family was helping me with my rent, so they would send me a Western Union every month with rent money and little snick snacks, shit like that. So I said no, it's supposed to start with an MTCN number.
With an MTC.
Okay.
Black people know about a Western Union.
Okay. You're talking about it start with 013. I said no, this is not the right number.
That ain't the right one. He lying.
Well, he was trying to start a Nigerian pyramid scheme before that shit even started on the internet. He was doing that in person. I said, no.
That stuff can't happen nearly as much now that the internet's out there. There's forums. There's all that. Was this recently?
Yes. My mother told me about a month and a half ago. She said, I just got this opportunity to get some part-time work. I said, oh yeah. She said, yeah. Somebody's supposed to be sending me this thing. I'm assigned. I'm getting a new lease on an office space for my new boss or something. It's supposed to be $800. Yeah. I said, Ma, if you don't turn that Nigerian internet off and go somewhere and go to a check cashing center and ask them to take your money because you don't deserve a bank account anymore.
There's so many scams out there, Chris. Believe me, my mother gets them all the time on her email.
What about in comedy? There's so many road stories throughout the years of comics just dealing with the worst of the worst, right? You're talking about the Greyhound Grandpa and everybody else. But I gotta know
that kind of stuff should happen early in your career. I don't have horror stories about comedy after you set certain guidelines and you live and learn. If you don't step your contracts up to handle certain things, then you haven't grown in the business in terms of handling. Right. So that's why I just turn certain things down. I don't have that drama. Believe me, Chris, I have been at the airport where they told me they're gonna have my money and they don't. I told you, and I just get right back on the plane and go back home. I ain't got time for all of that.
Yamaneika, I want to know if the Greyhound guy, what did his face look like whenever you called him out on the number? Did it look like the squiggly-eyed dude on your rapper?
He was doing too much of the pretending. With the first thing, if a cat don't have all your money and he jump on the phone, you ain't getting no money. It's that. Right. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, I got a phone call. Yeah, so yeah. Well, they said, I told them the number. Yeah. They said, well, the money ain't there. Well, you got the receipt, right? And it's like, who are you talking to?
Right.
You're not gonna give me no money. And that guy was a weasel. But I tell you, to B's point, we do get to a point where we level up. We don't have that again. But I'm not going to say forever. B, I'm going to say until. Because they scam you going up. And they scam you going down. Once we start to decline
the thing is, Yami, I put my integrity. I put my integrity before the money. And believe me, promoters have seen me, and they might be on the roller coaster, but I'm not, because I've gotten to shows and people have seen me, and I'd be like, where is my money? I'm not going on stage until I get paid. And then I just leave. And I say to myself, I do not care. People be like, girl, you leaving? And I let everybody in the show know I'm not performing. They don't have my money. I'm going home. And then I don't care, because I've already gotten a deposit. I don't even leave my house without a deposit. So when you come talking crazy about all the other stuff, it doesn't matter to me, because I look at it like this. People don't know what goes on behind the scenes when it comes to our money and us performing. But if I'm there, I'm definitely letting them know. And I have seen people walk out with me at my shows, and I have seen promoters stop, put their foot up in the elevator door, be like, don't leave, I'm gonna get your money. Because the crowd walks out with me, and I don't give a damn about your foot in the door. because this wasn't nothing but a journey in my life. I already got half your money, which is non-refundable. It says that in my deposit, and you don't have the rest of my money, so I'm going home.
Let me say this about B. Let me say this about B. I'm gonna say two things real quick. If they don't put a third window here or fourth window and throw you in here and go 2.5 mama, because the one thing I like, I'm gonna tell you about B. Her integrity, I'm telling you, is strong. I'm as far as being an authentic comedian, I think I'm one of the few real women that go on stage and be like, I don't give a fuck if you think I'm sexy or not right now. I don't give a fuck if you think whatever you think. I'm giving you what the fuck I think, right? This is not about enticing you. This is about I'm doing me. And B delivers that. If y'all have not watched her, This Is Not Happening on Comedy Central, you can see it on YouTube. You are missing out on one of the most masterful story jokes I have ever heard in my life. I mention this to everybody I can. Have you seen this?
Yeah, I mean, you might be the reason why I have 2 million people watching my shit. I'm trying to get to 5 million views on my Comedy Central.
I'm not even kidding. It's become standard viewing. So you walk in the studio here in St. Louis. I'm like, do you know that this woman's from our city? Like, would you please sit down? Sit down. I need you for 12 minutes, and I need you to focus.
And that story happened in St. Louis, well, suburbs, Kirkwood, Webster, St. Louis, whole scenario. But you know,
it was as exciting as seeing a Cardinals and a Rams jersey on BET when Nelly Country Grammar came out. It was that exciting. I was like, I know what she's talking about. I know that. It was very comforting.
First of all, I'm very grateful that I got a chance to meet Yami when we were taping. And it's funny because when I came in and met her, she was going on the tape. And that's when I noticed the royal blue. I was like, oh, it's 2 bad bitches on the show. I ain't worried. I always get concerned when we're taping because, first of all, Comedy Central, they ran me through the ropes in terms of, can I make white boys laugh? That's the thing I don't like about comedy. Comedy is like money. You either got it or you don't. You laugh or not. It's not about white people laughing, Asian people laugh. People laugh at what is funny. So I just make my comedy funny. I tell my story. I talk about people. I talk about life. I don't look at it as like, well, the black girls got to do this and the white girls got. I don't even talk. That's not my shit. Because first of all, I got white in me. My grandma had white. We got Indian. Black people got everything in them. So for us to be so
not me,
good hair, bad hair, yes you do. You ain't all the way black like my husband. You ain't pure African.
23 and me, and I came back with the results of black. My thing was so black. They said I'm so black. Oh, they didn't even tell me what I was.
Your ass is only 2 shades darker than me.
Oh my
you got something in your bloodline. So you trying to tell me your shit is yin and yang is just black up here and then black, a little black at the bottom.
Listen to me, B. I'm telling you, my results came back a pair of nose and a pair of eyes. You hear me?
No
hair.
White in your family.
4C.
Well, how you get all this baby hair and shit right here? Baby hair is not in Africa, and you got baby hair right here.
Girl,
I see it, and it's late. I don't even have no baby hair. This is all straight naps.
Baby,
yeah, I'm lighter than you.
Essence of a white baby and put it in baby oil, and then prayed to God, and then I laid my edges with white baby oil, white baby residue. White babies went in the ladies' edges.
She's telling
me. But I'm a 4C queen. I have 4C kinky hair, and I love it. I love it. Okay, this is a protective style.
Whatever that is, DNA 1, 2, 3, whatever that shit is. Then
what is it? Wait. What's the
23andMe? Well, I don't need 23andMe to tell me what's in me. Because first of all, I know my grandma got old school pictures. We even got that old school shit you put up on your eye and drop the slides in. It's antique. That's one thing I have to say about the people in my family.
What's happening?
Wait a minute. Whoa, pause. What?
She means the picture changer.
The picture changer from back.
Yes.
Yes, my grandmother has an antique one from the 1800s, and we have slides of our family that you can drop in. It's worth big money. I'll be glad when they hand that collection down. Yes.
Because people know if I know you, then you and I got to be in a close age range. Please stop telling people for the sake of both of our ages.
No, everybody knows that I am 55.
Grandmother owned in 1800.
I tell people see, that's what's wrong with black people.
Oh,
White
no,
people
I don't
talk
want to be
about their
associated with
collectibles.
nobody from the your grandmother,
White
you
people, I am glad that my grandmother has antiques from slavery. And things that can go into No, you look at me. Because all you can give
could
back.
Not have been from the 1800s, B. How old are we?
My grandmother has artifacts that were handed down to her from my great-grandmother from when she was a slave.
Oh,
these things have been handed down.
My grandmother was born in the 1800s. I was like,
no, I said my grandmother has artifacts that are in our family. My grandmother got more to hand down than some motherfucking platforms from the 70s and a pleather ass bag with a leftover ass Rolling Stone ticket in it. So your grandmother probably gave you an old ass fox from the 70s and a little stone to throw around her chest. My grandmother has things like white people, antiques that you can sell and that can be handed down. Because we got white in us.
B, you just came from my grandmama.
I came for your grandma. You know why? Because your grandma y'all ain't got no white in y'all. I got white in me. Remember you said you got all black baby hair. You got all black in you. So your grandmother probably handed down some old ass platforms from the 70s and said, "These gonna come back in 30 years." Them your grandma glasses. Your grandma ain't got shit past 63. 1963. But what I'm saying is, my grandmother has
Harriet Tubman running through our veins. Don't nobody need that George Washington.
Do your grandmother or anybody in your family have things that can take you back to your ancestry since you so black, that can take you back and show you
black.
Well, all I'm saying is I ain't got to do no DNA ancestry 1, 2, 3 tests to go back and trace where I came from and what's up in me. All the percentages.
Meanwhile, Chris just sitting there going, "What's this all about? I'm white."
So
I wanted to interrupt like 3 or 4 times. I feel like I have a lot to give to this conversation.
Give to the Chris. Ask a white man one question.
You want to hit the Ask a White Guy? Okay, one. Wow, we're really jumping in. This is vintage Two Funny Mamas.
Is Ask a White Man.
It's Ask a White Guy.
It's Ask White Man.
Oh, this is a B-Flat version. Yeah. Okay, got it.
And when Kym and Sherri come back, it's Ask a White Guy.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving you your prop. You a grown ass white man. Today is Ask a White Man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Do we have the music? Do we want to share that?
You can be very sweet, B, but I'm never gonna forget you came from my grandma.
Girl, you know you didn't dispute what I said. Your grandma gave you an old ass belt, one of them the disco belt. Remember the skinny belt looked like a slinky? She talking about, girl, I'm gonna give you this because it's coming back. Even though you ain't got no waistline, Yami.
Why you think my grandmother a smoker's voice? Oh no.
Your grandma gave you, you put her up under your titties. She gave you that old school Donna Summer belt that clicked together. My grandma's handing down Viewmaster viewers. Old school stuff, ice cream makers, stuff that I can sell that make us money.
All right, I'm
sorry, Ask a White Man. Sorry, Ask a White Man. Go ahead, Chris. We love you, Chris. We got to get you in. Go ahead, Ask a White Man. I wish they could see you, Chris. They don't know how sexy you are.
Oh, thank you. That's too nice. They can see me. I'm on video. For
they can.
Show. I was wondering. I was like,
look, B said, they can. Oh, shit, I lied.
They're gonna be like, B-Flat ass live.
Like we see him. We see him just fine.
We tease
I'm trying to prop you up, Chris.
That's right.
They're like, you for the joke.
We've seen him. We've seen his Instagram. He's fine. It's whatever. So what are we trying to figure out here, B?
Look at B over there having a hot flash. She over there looking like Moses in the Red Sea.
She got to talking about her lineage and poof, she got wild.
Yeah, it's all in white.
Yamaneika, the only true black woman that I know that traced herself back all the way to Africa and ain't got no African name. Wait a minute, Yamaneika is African. Is that an African name? That sounds like made up. And you know it, especially when they do the IEK. I ain't never seen no African name with an IEK in there. It's mostly like an OU, a AU, a OOY. I ain't never seen the Yamaneika.
For me entirely, Dave.
No, I'm telling you, since you all black.
Yamaneika, I took shells earlier. Listen, before the show, I shared this. Can I share this? Yamaneika, I shared what
she gave me the rock eye. When she give me the rock eye, Chris, and the eyebrow go up.
Yeah, there's something about to happen. Now, B, if you feel like sharing this, I told Yamaneika, she's from St. Louis. Her parents still live here. I shared with her a grocery store that I pop by once in a while. And what did you say about that grocery store? And then Yamaneika, I want your reaction to this.
Mm-hmm. That is ghetto. And it's a major chain. And it has turned ghetto.
She
and didn't you tell me that one of your assistants or somebody in your office don't go there because they said it was ghetto?
Key does not go to that same store
Chris,
because of the same reason.
My mama go there because
they've got organic blackberries on sale, two for $4.
Chris,
what's
it's
ghetto about
$4.
What's ghetto about
it? I'm gonna tell you how I know it went ghetto. It's in a nice neighborhood. It's in the Central West End, right near St. Louis University, right? Kind of like
you're gonna have people waiting for me at this grocery store.
Well, I remember when they opened.
Chris,
my mother lives right around there, and it's a major chain. It's a major grocery store. It's a great Schnucks. What they do is, they call themselves hiring people according to, that's St. Louis. They hire people to work in their area, which they should. Hire people from the neighborhood, job development, that type of stuff. And that's what they do. But I don't think they do the proper training. Just because you get the workers from the neighborhood don't always mean you could get the manager from the neighborhood. You got to send a manager somewhere to get management training, because you shouldn't have a manager that be saying shit like, when the lines be long, they be like, we hiring if you want to come and fill out an application.
How is that?
Stuff like that. And then the reason why the produce is always on sale is because we don't buy it. And it'd be the strawberries and the blackberries, it'd be 10 for $5. All the greens be gone. The greens be gone. The sweet potatoes be gone. When my mama go in there, my mama be like, ain't no green. Yes, because the line was long. The manager, the girl, the white man said, can you get the manager? The manager said, I am the manager and we hiring. Do you want to fill out an application? Right.
There's so much.
So that's how they talk to people in there. So you can go in there and you can get all the liquor, all the wine, all the blow pop. What is called, Chris? You can get all the bomb pop. They got your bomb pop flavor seltzer water.
I told her there was a hipster. There's a hipster seltzer like seltzer drink that's really popular from a craft place here, and it's bomb pop flavored.
It tastes like a bomb pop, the red, white, and blue.
And any grocery store in the city, you can't find it, but it's at this Schnucks because the hipsters don't go to this.
Oh, Schnucks!
My mom would be mad.
It's the grocery store. It's called Schnucks.
No,
Schnucks. And it's a big chain. They got at least, I don't care. They don't tell the truth. It's at least 100 Schnucks.
It doesn't.
In the Midwest.
But you know what? The problem is not so much that we want to say that something is ghetto. Where the problem is with using the term ghetto is that we, as a society, still think ghetto is indicative of Black people. It's
if
one
you
thing.
Go in there, Yamaneika, and your shoes stick to the floor as you are walking down the aisle, and your flip flop come off because they ain't cleaned up a spill. That does not happen in certain areas, and then when you tell somebody, it's ghetto is an attitude. What people don't understand. If the management would say, we're doing the best we can, those same black managers are not going to go out into the county and work in a white snook and talk to no white man like that. They're not going to be like, we hired.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about.
They would have the training, or they also would have the fear that we often have of saying things crazy to white people because we think we're going to get in trouble for it. But again, people understand that the term ghetto, when we do make it indicative of what it means to be black, even if we want to say it's indicative of being in a certain environment, people are only in the ghetto because they were socially and economically disenfranchised to be there. So they're not going to know better than they are supposed to know.
I understand that, Maya Angelou. But what I am telling you is I am not saying just black people. Ghetto to me is a mentality. It could be white, Puerto Rican, black, whatever your ethnicity is. It's what you bring to that environment.
Like you live in a Southwest plane.
That same. That's right.
You didn't tell us you were Italian.
You're not going to take that same.
You didn't tell us you were Italian.
Look, Chris.
Like she's doing an episode of
What's the name of that grocery store that's very exclusive right there in the Central West End on Maryland and Straub's? Now, do you think...
This is some hot St. Louis grocery talk.
Straub's, I've only been in there twice because the second time I went in there, they looked at me like, why are you in here, black woman? You don't know what capers are. So that's a store. Wait a minute, girl. This is, yes. This is because if you live in St. Louis, you're going to feel like some places you go that you are in the help. Straub's ain't even a mile away from, it's not even a mile, Chris, and you know that. Yeah. From where you are at Sarah, I'm going to say it at Sarah and Euclid, where the Schnooks is. That same manager that work at that Schnooks cannot walk down there and work in that that elite grocery store that's be selling truffles and caviar and capers.
But why are they pepperia different that they would sell? And if they're a chain,
because they are not a chain. They're not a chain. This store is not a chain. This one grocery store only exists in this elite, rich area. What I'm telling you, the Central West End in St. Louis is an area where a lot of people with money live. And that's it. I don't know how my mama lived down there, but my mama lived down there.
He transferred to the Schnooks that's there instead of this elite grocery store. Because the Schnooks.
Well, first of all, the elite grocery store is a gourmet. It's like you go there when you're having like a wine and cheese party and you want a certain type of cheese. They have cheeses from all over the world. Schnooks is where you want to go when you want $1.65 chunk of cheddar. You're going to get the Schnooks brand. Or you can't go to Schwab. What's the name of it?
Artisan. Cheese.
It's an artisan.
Artisan.
But what I'm telling you, their attitude is in there is artisan.
Well,
and it's all kind of people that work in there.
He would have never.
It's not like no white people that just work in that store. All kind of people working there. It's their attitude that is artisan. And when you go down, do you see what I'm saying? And you go down the street, it didn't have to be like that because that area is mixed. But the type of people that they hire to work in there, you'd be like, I know they didn't just talk, you'd be like, customer service is dead. That's how I feel in there. And I always say to my mama.
They would have never gotten the job, though. They would have never gotten the job. They understand who they hired.
It's not about the job. It's about the training.
When they hired that guy, that when he saw a line in a store and understanding how business works is, you always want to keep the consumer waiting as less time as possible so that they don't leave your establishment. And to risk losing 60% of probably what was in that store because he couldn't just open up another register, they knew that about that guy. When they interviewed him, he didn't go into the interview.
But here's my thing, Yamaneika. When he got done saying all that, all he got to do is make a phone call. And then that person will get fired because that white man called and said, this is how they spoke to me. They're going to probably get a new manager. If there was a black man called down there and said, I was in line and the manager said to me, fill out application, you know what they would say to him on the phone? Did you?
Hey, I just wanted to take a quick minute for Two Funny Mamas. We got Sherri and Kym coming here.
That's what they would say to the black man. Did you fill out the application while you were waiting?
For Sherri and Kym's upcoming live show.
Can I say this real quick?
Let Chris, he got to do it. Chris got to do a commercial, Yami.
Oh, I know.
You got to let them know about Kym and Sherri's show.
Absolutely.
You know, this ain't really our shit.
Kym and
this
Sherri
is our time.
Off today. I just wanted to make a quick announcement and just thank our number one sponsor for the live show coming this fall, Schnucks Grocery Stores. Thank you.
Oh, shit. Schnucks ain't messing with us. They gonna be like,
I was inside of a Gristiti. Okay? Mm-hmm. I was inside of a Gristiti's. This is probably 14, 15 years ago. I was in a Gristiti's.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
It's a mid-level grocery store, okay, for the haves and maybe more the have-nots.
They don't take EBT.
But yeah, well, they take it, but they take it behind a closed curtain.
They close the curtain.
And,
they call over a curtain man.
Yeah. Sorry, can you bring the curtain? There's a food stamp card being accessed.
They're not gonna say that out loud.
Oh no, that's why I did this. This is the universal sign of I'm whispering.
But they do
that. So I chose wrong. You know how sometimes you have options for lines to get in and you're like, I think this one's faster. And then you wind up getting in the line that you thought was fast, but then it becomes slow and you're like, I picked the wrong line. So that's what happened to me at this Gristiti's on the Upper East Side. I think it was like 76th Street and 2nd Avenue or whatever. So I realized, I'm like, what's taking so long? People are ditching my line to go to other lines. And I watch a young woman type in this woman's card. The woman did not have the card on her. And she was typing it from the numbers the woman had memorized. She realized the woman was getting it wrong. And she kept attempting to get this number right. And I said to her, she goes, well, let me call my husband. And okay, he's going to go upstairs and look for the card. And when I heard that, I said, oh, no. I said, you have to let this woman out of the line and she can wait to the side and then you can bring her. We don't all have to wait. But again, it was a person of color who was serving a white person. And because they don't want to bend the rules because they're scared they're going to lose their job and they must kowtow to this white person, instead of her just saying, ma'am, step to the side so I can keep taking customers, she let the woman say, I'm going to call my husband. He's going to run upstairs to look for the card. Not even that he knows where the card is, to look for the woman to save a few pennies on her. And I said, get her out of the line. And not even the white woman, the woman of color. Now, she wasn't black, but she was a woman of color. She said to me, just go to another line. I said, go to another line?
Another line.
I said, for why? Why? For why? And she goes, well, if you're in a rush, go to another. I said, why would I have to lose my place to go to another line and start the process all over again? All because you don't want to inconvenience this woman. You would rather inconvenience the entire store.
A line, yeah. That's terrible.
One white woman because you think she's going to have a hissy fit or call the cop. Move her out of the line. So when black people go, well, because also we allow a lot of bullshit. Why are you allowing that? What could that woman do if you told, I'll tell you, there's a club that I go to.
Yami, if that woman can call her husband and get the credit card numbers over the phone, it's a lot that they can do. They probably could get the store shut down.
No. She can only access. No. I used to be a cashier. Trust me. She can only access certain things. She can only access.
For them to even be allowing her to do that, just keep running them. They would not it has to be a posh area. They would not allow us to do that. She had to have some type of reputation of coming in there, and they probably do that stuff in that shit down there in St. Louis.
I promise you, the person did no more. It's ridiculous. Other than this white woman, I don't want to. But the point is, when I've seen that in reverse, when I've seen somebody go, we were sitting somewhere, it was a bunch of black performers, performers of color outside the club. And they were closing down I'm not going to say the club, but they were closing down a specific area. And a white lady saw us and she sat down. No paying attention to her being white until a certain point in this story I want to tell. So we know whatever. And
quickly.
So well, I need you to get up, I'm sorry, ma'am, can you get up? Because, and she goes, well, why are they sitting there? Right. And she's not saying that, not knowing that we're not performers. It's just like, well, why can they get to sit here and I don't? Because because you can't, like, and the minute he said, well, ma'am, I'm sorry, you just can't, because now I'm closing this area and they're going to move soon, but also they're here because they're performers. Once he told her what time it was, she had been told, and then she had to make the decision to move on, which she did. There's nothing wrong with telling people that they're not allowed to do something, and if you have access to say that to them.
I agree. I'm definitely see something, say something. I do it all the time. It ain't just about crying.
Her entire lipstick on while I was saying that. That's when when people check out. Girl, what?
No, I was look. I'm trying to look cute in the camera.
Girl, you right.
I might not. And look, my hair all laid down and looking like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm balding right in here. Look like I'd had braids like you, and my edges fell out. So the least I could do is have some lipstick on, try to look halfway cute.
Who was the black woman that used to? What's her name? Rolanda Jones. That was the black woman that was trying to be the next Oprah. Was her name Rolanda Jones?
Watts.
Rolanda Watts.
Yes. Oh yes, I love her.
She used to wrap you up quick, and she had those.
Oh yeah.
And rumor that she was dating 50 Cent or something. It was like nuts. I was like, what? She's dating 50?
Oh, I ain't mad at her. If she is dating 50 Cent. She bad. She in the bad bitches club like me when you're over 50. Yami, you haven't made it there yet. You got 20 years to go.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to say.
Thank you.
How did you two? How did you two co-host? So you're filling in for Sherri and Kym. How did you two meet? How many children do you have since you're filling in on Two Funny Mamas?
Well, if you just want to date me, Chris, just say that. You don't have to. You don't have to get involved.
You've left me in the unread section in your Instagram inbox for like 6 months now. I think it's getting a little weird.
Ooh.
Have I? Is that true?
Yami got so many followers, Chris.
I'm
get back to everybody.
Is that true? I'll go look. I'm sorry.
Why would I?
She can't get to everybody.
No, because I almost missed an important DM from somebody that I got work from. Actually,
what do you think about that? Sorry to interrupt you.
It's fine.
If it's important and you don't respond to a DM, they can find your email, phone number, whatever. You're gettable. If they have work,
because it's the email is right on the profile.
Well, I don't like that. I don't like that. If somebody's like, well, I DM'd you, it's like, well, they probably get a million DMs. She's got offers coming in. She's got fans saying things. You got notifications, or maybe you sent it to who knows. But I don't like that. I don't like that.
2 days ago, the guy hit me on the DM, and then next thing I know, he called me and then he texted me. So once I woke up and I saw the text, I hit him right back. And then like a day later, I saw it in the DM. But I was like, dude, why are you know me? Why are you hitting me in the DM first to ask me about a show when you should have just called me in the first place?
Well, people got to know. People have preferences and everything. But if anybody gets an attitude or is shitty to you about it because of that, no, get out of here.
And I don't really care. You know me.
Yeah.
I don't care what people think. I do what I do for the love, not for the likes.
Okay, so did you two meet on? There it is. That's who Yamaneika does it for. She's showing up her eye.
That's how Yamaneika ass look when she taped this Comedy Central.
Is that how you two met? You met there first?
Yes, because she was rocking the fucking royal blue. I said, who is that heifer? She is all that. She's so confident. I just love her. I was like, I was just astounded because I'm so conservative. Thing they
say about fat bitches. She's so confident. But here's what
the bitch is confident. It's not just that, Yami, because the shit you wear, I wouldn't even wear, and I only weigh 124.
But you got
it doesn't listen to me.
That's
what I try to tell people. It's not about what you wear. It's about how you feel in your shit when you put it on. And that's what I love about Yami. And that bitch knows she weighed 2 times more than me, but I'm not a tight person. I can't wear tight clothes. Even though I'm skinny, I don't feel comfortable in tight nothing. It would just make me feel weird. Only thing I like tight on me is my bikini. I'm a bitch that like to look good naked. I don't give about how I look in clothes. I'm more, how do I look? I'm not going on the beach with a cover up on.
There's nothing tighter than your skin, so you all wearing tight clothes.
Thank you.
No,
and what you mean I'm 2 times bigger than you?
You is 2 times bigger than me, bitch. I weigh 124.
Kitty.
I'm looking at your arm.
You better add another bitch on there. It might be 3.
Yami, I need to know. Well, so B likes to look good naked. Yami, are you aware of Fish Nasty Fridays?
You're not aware.
Do you need deodorant? You all up under your bra straps, your back, your crack?
Everybody know when I be having a hot flash. They know what time it is. They know what's up. They know what go down on this show, don't they, Chris?
They do, and that's why we've got the flash rags coming out.
That's why we got the flash rags.
I finished playing a game on NBA 2K.
But you know what? This lady hit me up.
Ooh,
and I'm a real mother. Because this is what I told her. She's 57 years old in California. Ooh. She said to me, one of my DIY people and a fan of mine, she said, B, I'm 57 years old and I've never embraced my hot flashes until now. She said, you make me feel confident about them. She said, because I used to be so embarrassed. I said, how you going to be embarrassed about something that's natural? I said, look, this is a part of being a woman. I said, just like you had, I said, hot flashes are a phase, just like a period. I said, you had your period. I said, bitch, would you rather bleed or have sweat? I'd rather sweat.
Like, B, that's what y'all got to say because y'all can't turn the heat off. That's
but see, Yami, this is free. I don't have to buy no pads. I don't have to worry. I can do it when I feel like it.
Great. You want to bleed.
I do not. Chris, when Yami get hot flashes.
Hot flash support group because they ain't got nothing but.
I don't mind wiping with my towel because this shit is free. These towels is free. This is free. I ain't getting no hormone shots. You're gonna get hot flashes.
I know and if you hot flashes. I mean, you act like you the poster child for what it means to.
I am the poster child for women that want to go through it naturally and don't give and do like this, like your grandma did.
You know these hot flashes, honey. When I get to doing what I do, child.
Hot flashes don't stop no show. I keep it pushing and still be cute. I be draped in the drip, bitch. Draped in the drip.
Yes. I keep it pushing.
That's
great. Right. But I got swagged in the sweat. Look.
Hey, I don't
complain about them.
I need to know what Yamaneika's got going on. We don't want to keep her all night long, but
yes.
Are you able to talk about what you have to go do after this?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say what shows yet because they haven't aired yet. But currently working on a show that is going into its 2nd season. So, that may help narrow down, but, writing on that and, really excited. I will be on something on Hulu in around, I think, the Thanksgiving holiday. I can't announce that yet, but I mean, if I don't make the cutting room floor, because, sometimes we take a lot of things and then it either gets cut out or cut down, but hopefully not. That will be out. And just like working more on these new jokes post-pandemic because it's sort of a new world a little bit. We got to add to our material and working on a special. Yeah.
I think Yamaneika I just heard that she thinks she's better than all of us. That's all I heard.
Oh, no. I'm scrambling for work. I'm like, I'll do that. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to see when the Popeyes lady going to retire so I can just step on there.
What? I'm trying to get on the perm box. If they don't take Nia Long hands off the perm box, I'm trying to get on the mother perm box. As much as I've been using Dark and Lovely, throwing the perm in, I'm trying to get on the perm box. She ain't never used no Dark and Lovely. They need to go and throw me up on there. Thank you.
They should put you up there for the honey. Because you could rock the honey blonde.
Thank you. And you know, girl, they need to go and put me on the Dark and Lovely, Johnson & Johnson, whoever. As much as I need to invest in them, as much as I done throw that perm up in my hair, edges fell out. They need to have me up on the perm box.
Dark and Lovely should have came out with the vaccine. We definitely, black women have definitely took it down. Well, they got a Dark and Lovely vaccine. Shit, I'm going down here right now to get my vaccine.
Chris, you was supposed to give us the 45-minute mark. I don't know how long we've been on. We just be talking shit. We have fun. We didn't do no hot topics.
You know what?
We didn't do the Ask the White Guy.
You tried
to answer the question.
You tried.
We got to do Ask the White Man, Chris.
What's Ask the White Man? What do you all want to know? What do you want to tap into from the Caucasian side?
Okay, I want to know. I'm going to ask the white man, Chris, does your shirt have flowers on it?
It does.
So as a white man, how do you feel about wearing florals?
I really felt like it was an impressive choice. I thought there would be more commentary about it by now. I went with the black background, and I really tried to stick out like the unique flower that I am, and I've received 0 compliments, so I feel like I failed.
I feel that you're confident, and I shouldn't even have to say this because I don't think that wearing florals determines your masculinity, but I'd be seeing some nice-ass shirts I be wanting to get for my husband, and he'd be like, I ain't wearing no goddamn flowers. He has this thing about wearing flower shirts, like in the print. And he be on some, I ain't wearing no damn flower, which is crazy because I don't even wear really flower. I think I got one thing with flowers on. I'm not a big flower person, but like something. So I always wanted to, I never felt like that determined a man's masculinity if you wear a flower print or something on the shirt.
Did you guys see Stranger Things this last season? Is that a dumb question?
No, I watched it. No, I did watch some. Yeah. I didn't watch the whole season. I go in and out.
David Harbour, the lead guy on there, he had the mustache, he had the floral with the Tom Selleck look. He brought it back. It's masculine. Look out.
I like it. You know, it doesn't bother me. You know, it can even be pink.
I'm glad.
It can even be like Yamaneika's wallpaper.
That's right. See, I would just blend in.
It's just all about how you feel in yourself and how you rock it. I rock my mustache. Don't nobody give me shit about it. You know, it's natural. Yami. I love you, Yami.
I always like I have a big nose. I have my grandfather's nose, and I like it. It's one of the things I always like.
You love it. I love your dimples. I wish I had dimples. They're so cute. Oh, they are. It just makes you want to do like this to her cheeks. And they see that's how she get off me.
I hated them. I was like, I would constantly walk around biting like this or pulling like this to try to get rid of them when I was a kid. I hated.
But see, that's how you get the men now. She throw those on the men because they see those dimples. See, look at that, and they be like, "Oh, you got such a nice smile," and then she throw the
All right. So we know B's situation with Dennis, and you all are doing a podcast now as well.
Yes, Married to Funny.
Married to Funny with a PH.
With a PH and with the number 2. My husband thought of that podcast during COVID, and we had taped all these episodes, but he never edited them and put them up. So now he's like, "Oh, we should do it now because you have an audience, more of an audience." And it's so funny because it's all about his perspective of being married to me. Because people are always asking about Dennis and how can he put up with me? And I be trying to tell him, I got to put up with him. He is the one. Chris, you saw him when he comes down here. He's a mess.
But B is not. I think sometimes people, like even from watching this, that people may think they have a good assessment of who we are. But somebody's persona or how they perform or execute is not necessarily indicative of who they are, on their home time. Yeah.
Exactly.
How do you handle that, Yamaneika? Have you dated other performers, or do you date people out? Do you date civilians? How's that work?
I did a lot of shit in where I ate, but I will say this.
You said you did?
It's just easier because I don't have to explain anything to another comic.
Crazy schedules too.
It's like you get to that point, but also I think there's like a part of me that's like, well, it's okay to not, have that, right? It's okay to like not have that space where I have to like explain to anyone what's going on and my
get more done. You're more
get more done. But guys are often surprised. I mean, I've heard this like two ex-boyfriends of mine, that like I was more domestic than they thought I would be, or not necessarily quiet, like I'm energized, but more not submissive. That's the wrong word, but more of a tradition, a
beta woman. Yeah. And that's what people don't realize about me. I'm so, Yami knows me. I'm like a beta wife. I'm an alpha woman, beta wife. I say it all the time. I'm so homebody, love to cook, love to rub my husband's feet, but we love to tend to each other. Like he massages my head till I fall asleep. I'll rub his stomach till he falls asleep. We're just so into each other, and we just like the home life. I tell people we're fun, boring. We're not.
That's
like
the goal.
Fish Nasty Friday. We have our Fish Nasty Friday, Slidey Sunday, Scrunch on You Saturday, because Saturday's our own day, and we only have time to like scrunch on you, where you just do hair to hair.
I thought you said Never mind.
So when we take a shower, we just do coochie hair to dingling hair. Is just hair to hair. You just only got time to do hair to hair. So it's called Scrunch on You Saturday because we're both busy. Saturday's my day to do whatever I want to do.
And are we all scrunch is a thing we all knew?
No.
Like back in the day, like when you was hunching, like when you used to scrunch and dry hump with your boyfriend, like in high school, and you'd be like, I can only scrunch. Like if you be in a hot water heater, like in the basement by the hot water heater.
Is that where you were scrunching?
Yeah, you'd be like, hurry up.
You're back
with your clothes on.
Yeah, there
when
you
you
go.
Scrunch it. So on Saturday, we call it Scrunch Saturday because we both do our own thing. It's like my day to do whatever I want to do. You got to get whatever you want to do. So if we're in the shower,
you
we're like,
and
okay.
your husband scrunch?
On Saturdays, it's hunch.
Or you just calling it that? You're not necessarily.
We call it that. Yeah, but then we do it.
Doesn't mean y'all doing that.
But we are doing it. We call it hair to hair. We like hair to hair, scrunch to scrunch. We do the most.
Oh, y'all got a theme song to
this. We got a song.
Yes,
hair to hair. We got a song.
I'm really worried.
On Saturday.
I'm really worried Yamaneika doesn't know what Fish Nasty Friday is.
And Fish Nasty Friday, everybody knows.
Oh, you did?
Naked by frying fish.
Yeah, but that's right. Everybody know about my Fish Nasty Friday. Because we've been doing it for years. But Sunday is Slidey Sunday.
I suggest maybe getting rid of Scrunch Saturday. Because I got idea. First of all, I didn't do anything when I was a kid. I didn't lose my virginity until I was 27 because I grew up in a religious household. But even in my wildest dreams, I would never even come up with the idea of a scrunch.
Oh yeah, girl. Yes, that's what keeps your marriage going.
Hand in
because
hand.
It's kind of like, yes, it's fun because it's like forbidden. Like you ain't supposed to be doing it. And yes, because we're not supposed to be.
Hairs get intertwined sometimes.
No, because you just scrunch, and if you go and bump, I just get on my tippy toes and go in the shower real quick. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I gotta get out. I already did my scrunch.
You shower?
I gotta get my day started on Saturday.
I almost went to the fetal position.
Saturday. When we do scrunch Saturday. Because I normally have to cut the grass. I do all of that. So I do that early in the morning. And I jump in the shower.
I apologize in advance for anybody that went through the 25-minute TED Talk on what scrunching is. I mean,
they know what scrunching and hunching is.
This is the first time I'm hearing it.
Clothes burning.
Before
they old when I found out about scrunching. I'm 4 minutes old.
You caught up. even though you started late, you caught up and you know what scrunching is. And if you didn't know, now you know. Now you know. And it ain't your face being scrunched up. It's your hair. It's like this, like Brillo pad. Brillo pad to Brillo pad.
Listen, I wanted a peanut butter and jelly sandwich after this show, and I can't even think of food anymore.
Oh, well, I really find that hard to believe.
You might
scrunching. Wait a minute. I find that hard to believe.
I tried every pill, every exercise class. I got a Peloton over here that's probably been used less times than a toothbrush at Flavor Flav's house. And I'm telling you.
Your ass is going to get something to eat. You're going to eat something and you ain't going to be thinking about.
No.
That's what I did on my tippy toe.
You gave it a sound now. You gave it a sound.
That's the scratch. No, this is the sound right here. Listen.
No. Thank you. Help.
That's why I need
a few more breadsticks. But check
out. Yami, we can't have you here all night. I love that you're hosting, and you forgot to tell people about, is it Brooklyn Misdemeanor?
Oh.
No.
I did. Some of you might have seen me recently playing the therapist in Flatbush Misdemeanor.
Flatbush Misdemeanor, yeah. Flatbush Misdemeanor. Yeah,
and
people got to
some
know
of you may have
thing.
seen me playing in a sketch on the Michael Che show. It was in black and white.
Okay.
I've done some stuff recently, and there's some things happening. But we're always thankful that God keeps us working, because people don't understand this is never guaranteed. When people are like, oh, I see you on TV, there is always ups and downs. And I'm telling you, we go gig to gig. We hope we get another TV gig. We hope, because that's how we make our money.
It's the same thing. You see it with B, you see it with Yamaneika, Kym, and Sherri. People see them on TV, they see them on this, they see them on magazines, and guess what they're doing both right now? Working. It never stops.
They hustling. It never stops, because we're trying to get money. I get money. I get money. I get it.
Scrunchy.
We're trying to get it. Scrunchy. So make sure you make sure you hit us up. Hit up Yamaneika Saunders at Yamaneika Saunders, actually on Instagram. And y'all know me at Flat Out Funny.
Oh, sorry.
Yamaneika. They'll find you, honey, because you're the only person that got that name on Instagram. So that makes you unique. There.
And check your DMs too. Stay up to date on
check your DMs, because Chris is stalking everybody.
That's right.
Connected to this show or me.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you, Chris likes the pudding. He likes the chocolate.
Come on. Oh, come on.
Chris likes blue balloon.
Oh my God.
I'm just letting you know.
That's very interesting. Mm-hmm.
He don't discriminate. He assimilate. So
you guys ever share anything with a friend that gets high and talks about it on a giant podcast? I don't know.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you know what, Chris? Ain't nothing wrong with that. I told you my step pop is white. My mom's husband white. My brother-in-law's white. My sister-in-law's white.
Look how she's trying to add an extra white person.
I'm just telling you. I got a whole.
And her mom's white husband are the same person.
But I forgot who he was, because they not together. They was only together for a while because he called my mom and it didn't last long.
Oh no. Oh no.
So she left his ass. I only met him once.
Hurry up.
Still my pop. He's still my step pop. So Chris, I'm just saying, it's all up in my family. My nieces and my great nieces and nephews, they're half.
If anyone watching would like to create a little B-Phlat with me, please drop me a line at Instadenman
Hit Chris
on
up.
Instagram.
And Chris, don't forget to tell people you wear a size 14 shoe.
Okay, take it easy. Take it
and that he's
easy.
6'3". That's all I'm saying. Yamaneika, Chris ain't stand up and let you see that he's 6 foot.
I gotta get to Cincinnati.
No, he's in St. Louis.
I'm in St. Louis, but I know it was
right. You might have to take a trip to St. Louis.
Oh man, I gotta get
Chris. We know you looking. You're not really looking, but we know that you're open to finding love.
What's that?
You can stay here with me and the cats.
See?
Oh no, Yamaneika, Chris saw your videos. He see you. He know you nasty. He ain't ready for you. He seen you on Instagram. He ain't ready for you. I am
poor as the driven snow.
Chris, what you say about Yami and her? With the titties out.
Who?
What you say about her, Yami? He's like, oh, I like her. She thick.
Oh, is that what I said? That's right.
I'm lying. He ain't say that, Yami. So I like her. He's thick.
I could take a good look at Chris and tell you he didn't say that.
I said I'm lying. You know he ain't say that. Chris don't know nothing about thick.
Oh, please.
He's still white. He's still white, Chris. Come on. All right, that's it. Let's ask the white man.
Yeah, ask a white guy. We're back.
White man,
we're back.
We're gonna see if you understand what thick is.
What thick is?
Just because I don't speak like an idiot.
A milkshake from McDonald's or a milkshake from Dairy Queen.
Oh wait. Oh, Dairy Queen. Okay, so it'd be like a Dairy Queen. Yeah, let's go with Dairy Queen.
And why do you like a milkshake from Dairy Queen?
Because it's got more thickness to it.
And what you like about thick? What you know about thick women, Chris?
Fits in my paws very well.
I like.
All right, so thick now is meat on the bones, right?
Mm-hmm. Gotta understand.
So
I'm sick. I can't listen. I'm 6'3". I'm 37. Yeah, this is how I feel right now. Thank you.
Right.
Yamaneika. Yeah, I don't have time to have somebody I don't want to feel like I'm asking someone to sprint with me if we're like walking somewhere, right? 2 short legs. Okay. I need some strides.
Oh, right, but I'm 5'4.5".
Yeah, but you have a tall personality.
I'm taller than Yamaneika.
I'm shorty.
How tall is Kym? We know where her head's at in this situation.
5'10".
I thought you said she was 6'5".
6'1". 5'1". Yami, how tall is Kym? If you had to guess.
5'9", 5'8", 5'9".
I'm 5'5", and Kym is like 6 inches taller than me. Kym is tall. She tall like Lene.
Yeah, that's tall.
But she's
5'8", 5'9" is tall for a woman.
There's no way.
5'9".
Yamaneika, here we have a friend in common. There's no way she's as tall as Mia.
No, okay.
Yeah, but Mia's that's what I'm saying. 5'8", 5'9".
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Mia's
okay.
6'1".
Mia's 6'1" or so. Yeah.
Okay, so Kym is 5'9". 5'10".
I say like 5'8" or 5'9".
Nah, Kym tall. I guess because Sherri ass so short, and on screen it's about 9-inch difference.
Yeah.
And then I thought the other day,
Sherri's shorter than me. Sherri's shorter than me.
True.
Heels could make up.
But then too, you know what? Because Kym does wear heels, and I'm short, so I'm thinking like maybe with her heels on, she's probably like 5'10", maybe 6 foot. Because Kym wears heels, and every time I see her, she's got her heels on, and I'm short, and I know I gotta hug her ass around the waist. Her titties be right here by my neck.
It looks like you're shooting in for a takedown. Oh my god!
I'm just saying.
All right.
I wish I was tall. I wish I was taller. That's why I
don't think we could handle you if you were tall. You've got all that. You're the right size. You need to be able to be contained. If
I am Taliwa. That's what the Jamaicans call me.
What?
Taliwa. Because they say I'm a little woman. I'm feisty. I'm a lot of woman in a little body. So the Jamaican term for that is Taliwa.
Taliwa.
B-Phlat. Yeah, so they say I'm fierce and it's whatever. Yes.
B, do you have any?
I hope you guys edit this fierce.
They not editing this.
No.
They don't be editing it, y'all. Just let this thing roll as it is.
No.
In his ass.
This is so great. I like to picture somebody.
I know why they don't edit it. See, Sherri put it out there that they ain't paid their bill and shit. That's why Chris ain't did no editing. He was like, fuck it. They ain't paid. I ain't doing no extra work. They lucky I'm up doing this shit for 2 hours and through B-Phlat in here for free.
There was a point in time where I was thinking about, is it pizza or delivery or is it DiGiorno? That's how high I was. I don't remember half of this, and I feel like.
And didn't I tell you, Chris, that Yami ass was gonna eat after this?
New Laverne and Shirley.
She's gonna eat and not worry about the.
I told you not to count.
Now, like I said,
it's
Chris,
again.
I miss Sherri and Kym, and I'll be glad when all three of us.
Bring it here.
That's that weed. See, that's why I don't do edibles, because they kick in afterwards like that. I'd rather be high on the spot. So you know what the hell you dealing with up front. And when the edible kick in, that's what happens. An hour later. Right there. That's what happens.
If you think there should be an edibles part 2 for the fill-ins on Two Funny Moms with Yamaneika and B-Flat, let us know in the comments. Go follow Yamaneika on Instagram. Get in her DMs. She's looking for a nice gentleman.
I want to make sure people watch my live with Sherri on Tuesdays, the Tighten Up Tuesdays. The next episodes will be coming out soon. Every Tuesday.
Yes, get your DIYs in. B will have all your information on her Instagram. You can go check that out. And also,
and I'm getting a lot of questions, Chris, but I want people to know that I can't talk to them for hours and hours like I've been doing, and it's my fault because I just be running on and on after mouth. But I totally appreciate the people that have sent me the cash apps for my consultations, and the people that are booking them, and the people that are paying for the consultations. They are not free when I do these, and they last hours. So I do want to reiterate that, because I've had people say, I do, but what happens is once I tell them that, then they be like, oh, well, shit, I gotta go then. And I'll be like, well, then just, you can just cash at me or send me a donation. I don't mind if you don't want to do the half hour.
But before they go in, they have already paid for the hour, right?
No, I don't talk to them for that. No, I usually talk to them like what they're talking about. And a lot of people's questions are quick. So it might be like up to 10 minutes. I'm giving you like my ideas. But if anything after that, I tell them, you need to book a consultation with me. I need to call you back or whatever. And we will go through your project, because it's more than a 10-minute conversation. And then they'd be on some, oh, well, I'm going to just go on the cash app you because I appreciate your time. I'm going to send you a little something. So they'll send me like $5 or $10. But I don't complain, because my grandma said what you have. But they know that when I'm doing my consultations, I charge about a half hour.
Little something.
Yeah, they be like, let me see you a little something. They be playing me like I'm going to the White Castle for them and give me $1 for the trip. So I say to them, I'm letting people know, if I'm talking to you and you have a major project that you want to do, I let them know up front, you have to schedule a consultation. So people will try to talk to me up until that and be like, oh, well, let me just go on Cash App.
Oh, remember when black people used to call each other, not black people, back in the day, mostly black people did. You call one of your family members, collect, and you leave all the information in the where your name
is. Hey, I would do that. I would go play basketball. I would play basketball for like 12 hours, and we'd still had pay phones. And I would be like, at the Civic Center, come get me, we're done. I would do it.
So if the people are running out of time, or if I really want the money, I should be like, girl, you should just take that shoebox and flip it upside down and just talk to them real fast. And if you don't know anything else about this box, and you just take some toilet paper and just wrap toilet paper around if you want to cover it up. And if you don't know anything, you got 5 more minutes and I can talk to you real fast. That's what
I got an idea.
The call?
You want me to treat them like, actually it's like a video. I've been on like a video with these people. Like,
no, I've got an idea.
Their home,
Yamaneika,
letting me see their projects.
You drop in at 10 minutes, like you're the bad cop. You drop in.
All right now. We ain't got time to keep talking now.
Sherri, Sherri wanted to play the bad cop.
Miss Flat, I just wanted to know one more thing about the hammer. And then Yamaneika, never mind.
And see, you get Sherri said the same thing. She's all like,
if you want to know about hammers, then you're going to have to go to Moore's hardware store. Now, if you need any more information, you're going to need
I'm so nice. And see, that's the funny thing. Sherri, everybody thinks Sherri's so nice. Sherri's the main one talking about, girl, don't be talking to them people more than 5 or 10 minutes. You better get your ass off the phone with them for more than long than that. If they want to talk to you long enough, you better tell them people to pay you.
Right.
I was like, Sherri, it's not the people. It's me. I'm the one to be running my mouth. So anyway, I just want people to watch my show, Tighten Up Tuesdays, with me and Sherri live on Facebook and live on YouTube. And I'm always featuring. We're gonna.
You ain't been on Instagram but a hot minute, and you already give your phone number through the Instagram.
No, they called me through the video. They called me through the video messenger. All you gotta do is hit the video, and you can see the people. They ain't got my phone number.
You're doing chat roulette for DIY?
Yes, because I gotta look at the project. I'm giving people a visual.
The project's gonna be a Russian dude touching himself into the camera.
I have not had anybody be inappropriate with me, and I've weeded out the ignorant people. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been on the road
dead.
25 years. I have been here on the road from all over. I have seen a white man walking a white man in Germany from driving through Yamaneika. I got this. I know crazy people. I can read them out. And that's why I've been very good at what I'm doing in terms of the people. I've gotten people send me cables to hook my podcast up, earphones. I have gotten good, gracious people. God knows have put good people in my life, and I keep that around me. I know how to weed out the mess. And so do you. We're not here on this planet to be stupid. No. Yeah, but I've only gotten really great people. So I will be featuring some of these people on my podcast. And they're great projects. So I want people to watch. So they can learn some DIY stuff and learn some of my irksome work. So
and you can support and follow.
I don't know what the hell Yamaneika has to say.
If you want Two Funny Mamas gear, go to buyjack.com/2funnymamas. If you had a good time today, go follow Yamaneika. Go follow B-Flat on Instagram and see them when they come to do comedy. Please let them know
the flash regs are coming.
They are. Soon. We've got designs that are getting approved as we record today.
Yes.
They're getting approved tomorrow by B.
I'm sorry.
Yes, Yami.
I want you, after I say this, I want you to repeat what you said because I don't want to step on her rag promo. But thank you so much for having me here and thinking of me. Respect to Kym Whitley. Thank her for her grace and let me be here. To Sherri Shepherd.
Yes.
Getting thinner by the minute, roller skates all over the place, thin waist, all this stuff. Both of those women looking amazing. Thank you for letting me come here.
You're not going to have to edit out Yami's gracious thank yous because I took a puff, right?
Oh, I didn't think it was really fitting with the flow of the show. It kind of takes away.
Yeah, I just thought about that
too much anyway.
So maybe that Yami should say that again.
What? No, we're not going to cut it out.
I really don't give a fuck.
I was like, I don't even have the wherewithal. I don't have the stamina to be that.
You gave it your all.
I gave my all.
You did.
Look,
I appreciate
girl,
that.
I am happy that they let us do this, and we're not moms. You know, you may never even had, any. I don't know. There have been several occasions I could have been a mom. I don't know about you and your scares, but it's nice.
You may not even be able to
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, you may have been one of those. Oh, I think I got to take a pregnancy test a couple times. I don't know.
Take a pregnancy test. I just fall down a flight of stairs.
Bitch, that is foolproof.
Honey,
works every time.
The stairs don't lie.
Well, that's a great parting piece of advice.
Yeah, I went to doctor.
I've never had to fall myself, but I've had to push a couple bitches.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Be sure to jump back in next week. It's Two Funny Mamas, B-Flat, Yamaneika. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Okay, we'll cut it there. Holy
Two Funny Mamas. Funny mamas. Two funny mamas.